Hi, I'm Natasha, and I am 30. I will be 33 years old, and I am from here in Ohio, and I am part founder of Stripped, and this is my story. I was about 18 years old, and I had met someone that I was with. And of course, you meet them and you fall in love and you think that they're going to be the one. Well, I got mixed up with him, and he was mixed up with drugs, and he was in the street, and so having feelings for someone sometimes tends to attach you to their lifestyle. So then I became attached to his lifestyle, and I found myself in the streets, and I was addicted to cocaine, and I was addicted to cocaine from the time I was 18 until I was 21. And addiction, it stole my life. I found myself in a place that I never thought that I would be in. I slept with people for drugs. He made me sleep with people for drugs. I didn't have really any self-identity. I only identified with what he used me for and what I felt like I was good for during that time period. I stole from people. I lived in a dope house for 2 years, and there was more cockroaches than people. I didn't know sometimes if I was going to wake up the next morning, and there were plenty of nights where I would see the sun rise and the sun set, and I eventually got to a point where I found myself praying to God that I would just not be as high as I was anymore. To survive, I would steal things and sell things for money. I found myself selling drugs to survive on the street, just to make it, because I was at a point where I didn't have anything, and anyone that was around me, I had hurt them, just because of the fact that I wanted to get high so bad that I didn't see the damage that I was doing, not only to myself, but to the people that were around me. When I finally decided that it was done, that I was done with it, I had woke up one morning and I had went into the bathroom of the place where I was staying, and I looked in the mirror, and everything kind of became still, and there was this voice, and I know it was God. And I every time I tell this story, I always say it was God. God spoke to me, and he asked me, is this the person that you are, and is this the person that you want to be? And all I could hear inside myself was, no, this is not like the person that you are, like this is not what you were created for. And I grabbed everything that I could grab before he knew that I was gone, and I left. And from then it was a really big struggle to be sober. I had went out to someone's house that I knew, and I had started to detox, and that was one of the roughest experiences. Anybody who is out there that has ever suffered from drug addiction or is trying to be clean, I can only tell you that I can relate to the hardness of sleepless nights and being sick and not knowing if you want to even live anymore. Just wanting to be high so that hurt and that pain and that struggle will go away, and it will not be there anymore. And I was sober for about a year, back and forth, and I had fell off the bandwagon. And no sooner than, I fell off the bandwagon, I found out that I was pregnant with my oldest son. And he saved my life. And if it wasn't for him, and if it wasn't for my pregnancy, I don't know that I would have ever stayed sober. So it's hard, it's hard to be an addict, and it's hard that when something has that grip on your life and has that control over you as a person, and it's not even who you really are. It's hard to have this person on the inside that is screaming to get out, but there's something that is controlling who you are and who you really want to be. And the only thing that I can say to people who are going through it, or that may have the addiction or coming through the addiction, is that you're worth so much more than what this drug is telling you that you are worth, or this control is telling you that you are worth, and that you can do it. And I know that some of your days may be hard, and I know that some of your nights may be hard, or you may be lonely, or you may feel like that may fill a void, but it will only continue to hold you hostage to it, and that you too can overcome it. I have been sober now for 11 years. I have 2 beautiful kids. God has moved and changed in my life in ways that I never thought that He would. I have seen places and I have done things that you could never have told me that I would have done 10 years ago, when I was in that crack house in the bathroom getting high. And you can be everything that you want to be. And just because you are in the place that you are in now doesn't mean that is where you have to stay. You too can overcome, and you too can be so much more than what you are. And just because you are in that space now, it still doesn't mean that you are not worth it. And that is what we are doing this for. We are doing this so that people like us that have been in situations that we have been in, that have had experiences that we are having, can know that you're normal and we're normal just like you. We have been through and had life experiences and struggles just like you, and that you can do it too, and you can overcome it too. And this organization and this platform and this movement means so much more than just being seen, or just being a model, or just being out there. It's about helping people, and it's about letting people know that they're not alone. And if my story or our story can help just one person and just one you, then I've done what I needed to do. So thank you so much, for listening to my story, and I hope that it moves you and is able to help you in a way that could possibly change your life. Thanks.